The first subject is things you won't hear at the Olympics.
Very impressive. Usain Bolt has done a lap of honour and won the 400 metres as well.
So Daly going for 3.5 somersaults with Pike. And you have to say, the Pike doesn't look too happy about it.
Good morning. No surprises here at the final of the archery.
Victoria Pendleton cycling incredibly fast at the moment, desperate to try and get away from a horny Boris Johnson.
She was hoping for bronze, but sadly for Sue Barker, she is bright orange.
I would like to apologise for my earlier mistake. We are, in fact, watching the javelin and not, as I said, dwarf darts.
And all of the sailing golds have gone to the Somali team in exchange for the safe return of Sir Steve Redgrave.
That is the 5th girl to jump off the top board and miss the huge pool below. Women divers.
This gymnast has a maximum degree of difficulty. His name is Churchik Kiddick Kaddup Flidley Flip-Flip-Flopper.
That is the 10-minute free view of the beach volleyball. If you'd like to watch the full match, please enter your pin now.
And the crowd are on their feet. So much for getting the stadium finished on time.
Well, that really was a spectacular day of weightlifting, but before we go, we've got time to just look over some of the most spectacular anal prolapses we've seen today.
Lane 1, a family eating popcorn. Lane 2, 2 guys on a stag night. Lane 3, I'm in the wrong place, this is bowling.
And now in the weightlifting, it's the snatch. She's a big girl, but it's still compulsive.
Well, here at Weymouth, our gold medal prospect is out. In the last race, he touched a boy and he's been arrested by social services.
OK, next topic. Unlikely things to read in a children's book.
And so the tiger came to tea and then shagged another woman and went back to playing golf.
As soon as Professor Snape saw Hermione, he knew in a few years she would be really hot.
What's a gruffalo? Said the gruffalo. It's a buffalo on 40 a day.
These bacon sandwiches are delicious, said Pooh. Aren't they, Piglet? Piglet?
And so, the 101 Dalmatians fell asleep. Hang on, those aren't Dalmatians. Those are just ordinary white puppies riddled with bullets.
Hello, my name is the Very Hungry Caterpillar. And I have an eating disorder.
Unfortunately, Bob the Builder couldn't fix it because Bobski the Polish builder had undercut him and done a far better job.
This place is rubbish, said Edmund. Doesn't anybody have sex here? Oh, yes, said Aslan. What do you think the griffins are for?
But despite his protests, Mr. Tickle was put on the register.
After years of depression and alcoholism, the little girl emigrated. And that is the end of Alice in Sunderland.
This is Pooh Corner, explained one of the other captives.
Have you heard about Badger? Said Ratty. He's been gassed to stop the spread of bovine TB.
As the train came slowly past, the railway children chucked stones at it and spray-painted Thomas is a wanker.
Tales of the unexpected. Once upon a...
Things you didn't hear at the Queen's Jubilee.
And look at that, a sea of red, white and blue as thousands of hyperactive children vomit up the icing from the Jubilee cupcakes.
You can't help thinking that nationalism may have gone a little too far. The flotilla is now anchored off France, ready to invade Calais.
And we hear recently that the Queen's dogs have done a complete overhaul of the palace plumbing system. Mercifully, they're corgi registered.
Come in, number 46. Your time is up.
And now's our chance to join in lustily with the second verse of the national anthem. On to be served to... Ma, the Queen...
Yes, Doc. So if I say I've got a bladder infection, will it work? Oh, excellent. I can't stand Gabby Barlow.
Harry, when I told you to put on your uniform, I didn't mean that one.
And it's amazing to think, isn't it? She is 86 years old. Please give it up one more time. Annie Lennox.
And this is a real Jubilee mug. A man who's paid £25 for a Jubilee mug.
Awful scenes before the concert as a rather embarrassing fat man has jumped onto the stage. He's pulling faces and mouthing to Robbie Williams records. Oh.
And the Queen places the diamond in the stand, lighting the final Jubilee beacon. Now she enters the Crystal Dome and tries to collect as many golden coupons as she can.
And the boat spread out over the vast space of the Thames, like thoughts in Fern Cotton's head.
There she is, Her Majesty the Queen. Where else could you see an 86-year-old standing for hours just waiting to be seen? Well, any NHS hospital.
OK. Our next topic is unlikely lines from a thriller.
What more evidence do you need that there is a mole? Look at the lawn.
Your wife's head in a box. You must be the most unlucky contestant ever on Deal or No Deal.
What colour wire do I have to cut? The lilac, the mauve, the salmon pink or the fuchsia?
I want to make you a vodka martini. You can't handle vermouth.
Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? She purred. Yes, it is a gun in my pocket, and I've just shot my cock off.
I'm telling you, there will be no attack. This is a side picked by Roy Hodgson.
So, Mr. Bond, we meet... Ah! Flipping cat!
I'm telling you, Captain, I work best alone! Or sometimes in a team! Basically, I'm saying I'm flexible.
So, Mr. Bond, we meet at last. Why didn't we have a Skype?
I would like to gently lift your horse's foot. You can't handle the hoof!
Rejected questions from this year's exams.
If sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C, what are the chances that you're ever going to use this in your sodding adult life?
According to Germany, how much is Greece worth? 1 mark.
Exam board of Zaragoza. Paint Jesus.
Jonathan is a Nigerian prince. What are your credit card details?
3 girls in this hall are pregnant. Who's the daddy?
Compare the following. A, the market. B, the meerkat.
Heat the crystals until they produce a vapour. Inhale. The exam seems easier now, doesn't it?
Without swearing, describe Peter Andre.
Mental arithmetic. Count up the voices in your head.
Using the paper provided, roll a joint and pass it round.
Does this look infected?
In the recent Olympics, Great Britain won 3 times as many gold medals as Australia. That's not a question, just a statement.
One Direction are incredibly popular. Explain.
Sport. How do you spell Akabusi? Is it A-K-B-U-C? Yes or no?
If Steve eats 2 apples, an orange and a banana, why is he such a fat fucker?
OK, next topic is things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And that's yet another gold medal for Ireland.
One thing I grew tired of was the Canadian national anthem.
Well, there's Prince Harry in the crowd. I would recognise those buttocks anywhere.
Well, what an opening ceremony. James Bond, Harry Potter, Mary Poppins, showing the world that the greatest Britons are fictional.
Sweltering conditions here at the ladies' beach volleyball final, but still those 4 blokes in the front row haven't taken their coats off.
Ta-da!
And that's the starting pistol, and they're running. They finished. To be honest, I usually do the snooker.
Welcome to Greco-Roman wrestling, where a man from Greece and a man from Italy wrestle each other for the €1 coin they found on the floor.
Claire Balding there, but very slowly, and she's still got more than Colin Jackson.
And the long jumper from Sierra Leone there, raking the sand for landmines.
You've got to admit he's pretty fast for a white guy.
Well, let's look at the 400-metre hurdles. Those are very big hurdles.
And the winner is jumping up and down with delight, which will probably see them disqualified from the wheelchair marathon.
Well, it's the treble. It's the 3 he wanted. Usain Bolt has really enjoyed his night with the Swedish women's handball team.
And next up, it's the dressage, or as it's properly known, river dance for horses.
And now it's time for the clean and jerk, and clean again with an old sock.